Holy moly, it's Avatar Dynamics, and boy howdy, it's Shane Immersed here. VRChat 2022.1.2 is out, and yeah, you know generally what it's all about, but Avatar Dynamics is way more than just having your hair and ears and tail floof around better and more performantly than the old version. Like OSC, it's going to take this place by storm. So let's chat. Avatar Dynamics is a way to add interactive, physics-based features to VRChat. One of these ways is through what you probably think of when you think of Avatar Dynamics, Fizzbones. Fizzbones are, for starters, the ever-needed replacement for dynamic bones that doesn't cost $10, and it works so well, even Quest users can use it to a degree. Beyond simple flopping of bones around, Fizzbones are to be grabbed, pulled, stretched... Grabbed? Grabbed? Oh, yes. Grabbed, pulled. Can I pose this one? No, I had that turned off, but it can also be posed. There's even interaction options, so you can grab, pull, stretch, or pose other users' bones too, if the user lets you, and everybody else will see it. So to do this the real way, you'll have to get the updated SDK. And remember, you overwrite the old Avatar SDK, you don't delete it, so just keep that one in mind. Also keep in mind, Fizzbones are part of Avatar Dynamics, not World Dynamics. So no grabbing or pulling world things yet, beyond what we have already. That's coming sometime in the near future, hopefully. So this is Fizzbones. The next part of this is contacts. Now, contacts are something you can add in the SDK and add it to your avatar, which are essentially areas of space that you can designate to drive certain avatar parameters on your avatar. So for example, you can create a contact receiver a bit behind your wrist and a contact sender in your hand, and when your hand touches that receiver, you can spray web out of your wrist like that nondescript arachnid character from that popular franchise, you know what I'm saying? Contacts are super powerful and they can be used for so many different things. If you want to know more about that, there's a link in the description for that. Avatar Dynamics permissions are the rules in which people can interact with your avatar. It's available on both the SDK and in-game. By default, only friends can interact with your avatar. To make it so you don't look like a fool trying to pull someone's tail, a new icon will appear on users' nameplates that tell you the state of their interaction permissions. You know, yellow hand, touch away, gray hand, no touchy. This can also be configured per user, so you can keep the extra touchy people away. And you can do that by just clicking on a user and say no touchy. Pretty straightforward, really. Let's do a quick tutorial about how to turn that stuff on and off. So here are my hands. You love my hands. My hands are great. So now opening up the main menu, you now have this button to allow and pause interaction. If you push this button, nobody can interact with your avatar anymore. And if you push this button again, now everyone can interact with it again. But that's not all. If you go into settings, now you see here in avatar interactions, you get to choose who can interact with you. And this is in a general sense. Like I said, you could have certain people on or off, but this is in a general sense. So you could have nobody be able to interact with you ever, friends only, or everyone. And then you can also have the ability to self-interact on or off, so you don't accidentally like flick your ear or whatever when you're putting your hand on your head. Up to you, but this is how I have it set up until somebody makes me mad and I have to change it. All right, permissions, cool. All right, next thing, let's say you are too lazy, or your avatar author is too lazy, to turn your bones into physics bones, Fizzbones, Fazbones. Well, dynamic bones are automatically converted, so if the conversion is good enough for you, you don't have to do anything. This is a best attempt at converting from the old to the new system, because as you know, automatic never means perfect. So if it doesn't work to your taste, go fix your avatar or harass the avatar owner. You also have the option to turn off the conversion system completely, so you can see everyone's old bones, unless somebody has already updated it, but that's only for you. Other people will still see Fizzbones, no matter your selection, unless they also specifically turn theirs off too, so just update to Fizzbones. Oh look, it's those fancy hands again. If you want to actually turn off the conversion process, just hit up settings, go to the big icon on the top, hit up safety, go to performance options, hit up dynamic bone, and just uncheck convert all dynamic bones to Fizzbones. Then you're back into low frame rate land. Good luck with that one. So let's say you did all the conversions and everything's great, but something is not so great, you know, and now something's broken. And you're here and you want to know what's going on. No problem, let's look at the debug view. So here I am again. What we're going to do is turn on debug view. So in your hand, open up the radial menu, go to config, then hit up avatar overlay, And then we have 3 different options, other than none, of course. We got contacts, which these are contact points. And as you can see, everyone comes with contacts in their head, their hands, their torso, and their feet. They're for contacting other people and yourself. So all these contact points will move a bone in some way or another. Then you got the fizz bones option. And fizz bones are your fizz bones. Here are the fizz bones. I have another collider in here, which is supposed to block the fizz bones from moving. As you can see, they do. I don't know what this purple thing is. The purple is for grabbing. See, as you can see, it grabs and it pulls. And yeah, that's fizz bones. And then you got fizz bones proximity, which I have no idea. Oh, well, that's what that is. It's for seeing the proximity of where your colliders are to the hands. So I don't know. It's some sort of proximity meter. I'm sure somebody who's smarter than me will be able to figure out what it is. All right, so that was the debug view, and that's the juice of avatar dynamics. But there's other stuff to talk about in this patch that, you know, are just as important for you to know. So let's go over them real quick. A couple bug fixes that we're going to talk about. Favorites have been totally gutted and reprogrammed from the ground up, so all those old favorites bugs should be squashed, but keep an eye out for new ones, and open up a candy if you find one. There's been improvements to simulation time, which effectively means networking behavior should be better overall, including some bug squish, so that's good. Inputs should be less dependent on frame rate, so when you do something, it should reliably do it now. Good improvement. If an avatar has defined a VRChat built-in parameter or redefines an already defined parameter, an error will be printed to the log, and the avatar's definition of that parameter will be ignored for VRChat built-ins, and the original definition will be used for already defined ones. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I feel like it's exploit fixing. I think. Not positive. They added callouts in the quick menu to interaction settings. Not sure what that means. Fixed an issue where some main menu thumbnail lists, like world favorites, wouldn't show all the results, and that happened a couple times to me, and it was kind of annoying, but I'm glad that's fixed. And yeah, safety and security. There you go. All right. The quick version of the SDK stuff, because I'll make another video later about how to make your bones all dynamic, all fizz, whatever. First, they were kind enough to have a demo avatar created to play around with in Unity, and that'll be in VRC SDK Examples 3 Dynamics Robot Avatar. So go check that out. They implemented some additional controls and settings on the avatar descriptor for avatar dynamics, like turning on colliders on hands and stuff, defaultly automatic. Here's a picture. There's also an auto conversion button, so you don't have to totally remake the wheel on your dynamic bones. In the menu, hit up VRChat SDK, Utilities, convert dynamic bones to fizz bones with the avatar selected to do the conversion. Here's an image. And of course, Avatar Dynamics affects your performance rank, so be sure to check out the SDK's Builder menu and see how mad it is at you over your dress. Very poor will disable your physics bones on quests, by the way, so just stay over that, will ya? Also keep in mind that the previous versions of the VRC SDK compiled shader variants for mono and single pass stereo. Further upgrades to Unity require variants for single pass stereo instanced, which aren't currently compiled and don't exist for uploaded content. If your avatars aren't updated to single pass stereo instanced, they will eventually break in the future, so the SDK will try to do this automatically when you upload from now on. If your shader doesn't support single pass stereo instanced though, you'll get shader errors, which means you're still in trouble, and it's time to update your shaders to a newer version. Alright, that's about the patch. So get that Unity stuff running and get your avatars updated so we can see flowy skirts in 80-person dance worlds already. See you there. Peace out. Dynamic.